Many years ago, I popped into a canal-side pub. I was amazed to see a theatre group performing. They actually travel the country by canal and put on their plays in various waterside venues. They're called the Mikron Theatre Company.
We're a theatre company that tour on the inland waterways of Britain. We started in 1971. It was set up by 4 actors who were annoyed with the London scene and decided that they wanted to get out of town and tour by narrowboat, really. The company evolved from borrowing boats to people lending them to renting them, and then eventually we bought Tyseley, which is the boat that we tour on now throughout the summer months, up and down literally from London, Oxford, Reading, Manchester, all the way through the network, right the way through the summer months. We do original live theatre in non-theatre venues, so our remit is to go to areas that don't necessarily have access to live professional theatre. When we do new shows, time and time again, it's like, I can't believe that 4 of you do all that, because it's the whole package. It's the getting, the get out, the driving, the shows, the boat moving, the music, the setting up, the getting back into the van and leaving, or back onto the boat. And audiences, without exception, year on year do grow, which is wonderful, especially in our sector at the moment. You know, it's difficult with funding and everything, but the numbers steadily grow. I did sort of 4 years on the boat, and it's the best way to spend your summer, without a shadow of a doubt, you know. You see the best parts of towns going through Manchester, you know, through Salford, Quays, you go through Birmingham and London. It's definitely the best way to see cities, without a shadow of a doubt, and the venues are, without exception, brilliant, you know. And touring by narrowboat is just, I mean, we're the only company in the world that does it, you know. It's unique, and, you know, 35 years on, it still works, you know. It's still that kind of people, sort of an enchantment, you know. The press like to pick it up because obviously it's like, you know, the troupe come into town for the night and leave like the old troubadours, really. It's the same kind of process, without a shadow of a doubt, you know. It's just a lovely job. Our shows are usually based around the people side of history, really. I mean, industrial heritage is something that we cover a great deal, and obviously touring by narrowboat, you go through a lot of the places that we talk about, and we've done lots of shows about inland waterways shows, you know, based around a particular section or a particular engineer. But what we're very good at is doing a show about the other side, so the people involvement and what happened, you know, about the navvies who dug out the canals, as opposed to just saying they were dug out. We deal with what happened to those people around it. We feel as a company that to raise the awareness of the inland waterways is massively important, because it's unique to England and Wales and Scotland. It's something that, you know, there are canals in other countries, but not like the network that we've got now. Waterways themes are, without shadow of a doubt, always interesting. Usually you've got, you know, some wonderful stories there of old boat people who used to live on the boats, like Tyseley, you know, in the back cabin, where you'd have like a family of 5 living in 10 square feet, if that. And we try to emulate that and also bring that to a new generation. You know, we get new people coming to see the shows every year who don't know much about inland waterways. They might see Mikron and not necessarily connect the two, whereas we've always tried to sell the inland waterways, and at the end of the day it's where we spend half of our touring season. And it's a beautiful way to tour, absolutely. So they're the main reasons why it is important for us to keep doing that and to keep spreading the word and informing people as well, you know, educating as well as entertaining.